This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, welcome back. Now here in this session. So now we'll see the testing part. So we have done the configurations and it's time to perform the testing. So whatever configurations we have done, like system should react as per our configurations, right? So we'll do one thing guys. Now I'll just do one thing here. So first of all, we have to post certain transactions, right? You need to post certain transactions into SAP guys. So we'll do one thing. Let me check whether any transaction is posted or not. So we use FP L5N transaction code to check any transaction is posted or not. So here, let me check it. So here I'm going to give the company code TM00 and let me check it. Since I'm having a single customer itself, right? So one transaction is there, and this is, I think, that belongs to the previous one, like this receivable payment and partial payment, right? So I'll just do one thing, guys. Better to clear this transaction. So F-28, and we'll clear these transactions, and then we'll post a fresh transaction, and then I'll show you guys, because several things I need to cover, certain scenario I have to cover, guys, in the sense like testing part itself, but certain transactions need to be posted in current date, certain transactions are going to be posted in previous date and future date also. This is how it is going to be. Then we'll perform the testing and we'll show you guys how the things are happening here. So give your customer number first and press enter. So look at here, 3000 amount entered by us, and system is also assigned 3000. Let me save it. So it means now that is cleared. It means whatever the open item was there, that is cleared. If you check now, there won't be any open item. FBL5N. For you guys also, as a beginner, as a freshers, I'll recommend you, if you're having the open items and all, better to clear it, or else there might be like, we don't know, like I don't know, or even you also don't know, like previously what testing you have done, right? So in that case, there might be some, it may create. Now here again, so you just do one thing, guys. Now we'll post a transaction FB70. So we'll post certain transactions. Before posting transactions, so here, like let's suppose invoice amount, right? So this is the invoice, and again, whatever the invoices are going to be posted, guys, those invoices are going to be due or overdue, right? So a due date also will be there. Due date also will be there. Okay, and due date, based on the due date, what is happening? Status. Status of the invoice means invoice status in the sense like whether it become due, or that is called document status also, guys, whether it is due or overdue or not due, right? This is how document status means. This is what it shows, like whether this invoice become due, overdue or not due, right? So here three things are important that you have to see here. So I'll just do one thing now. So wait, now here, so invoice certain amount, guys. Let's suppose here I'm going to post an invoice worth of 4000, again 6000, now here 3000. Three amounts are there, right? And it is going to be due on a particular date. Particular date means, let's suppose this is going to be, this become due today itself, right? Today is this date here. Okay, now, and this invoice is already become due on, like say for example, on which date, guys? So it is going to be due on, let's suppose it become due on 21st, or like, yeah, 21st itself, 21st 08. I'll keep a gap of 10 days here, right? So this become due on, this is going to be due on, this become due on 21st itself. This is going to be due, this become due today, Today is the 31st, and then here this is going to be due on, let's suppose, which date, guys? So say for example 10/09/2020. So why I have kept these three in different date, guys? This is how status means this is going to be treated as overdue. This is due, and this is not due. We are having three invoices which is having three different status, right? So now what will happen, guys? Now, so whenever we are going to run this Dunning program, so what I said, like Dunning program means when you run the Dunning program, the system is going to select the invoice, whichever the invoices are there. So whatever the overdue and due invoices are there, that is going to be selected by system, and system is going to generate a letter. But there is one more problem here, right? This invoice become overdue by a margin of 10 days. So this one, okay, I'm able to understand that, okay, this already become overdue by a margin of 10 days. That is why we are supposed to send a reminder later. But this invoice become due today itself. So is it like good to send a reminder letter to the customer, because today itself is become due? So we should allow customer to make payment. So we have to provide certain time, right? So for that, what is happening, guys? We are having grace days, right? Grace days. I'm just writing in shortcut, guys. So, but hope these you guys are able to understand. Grace days here, right? This is called status, right? Now here, so grace days. Now, grace days means 5 days we have given to every customer. 5 days is going to be given as a grace days. Okay, this is also called tolerance day. Tolerance days. In SAP language, you can say grace days or tolerance days. Both are same. Tolerance days means like how many days we can tolerate. How many days are tolerable, even like if you don't receive the payment. So 5 days, 7 days, it depends upon organization. So here, let's suppose we have given 5 days. That till 5 days, Tata Motor is going to wait, and after that, Tata Motor is going to escalate this matter. Sending the reminder is nothing but the escalations only, guys. So now here, so this 5 days, we are supposed to wait for 5 days. Now in that case, the status is going to be changed. Now, if you talk about status, so once again, look at here. If grace date is not there, if there is no grace day, then what is happening, guys? System is going to select this invoice. Let's suppose here I'm going to give invoice number, right? Try to understand, guys. First of all, if you're able to understand this scenario, then whatever things we are going to, if you run the Dunning program, it is going to be quite easy, pretty simple to understand. Or else like you watch whatever the configurations are there, the thing is like if you're not able to understand the situations and the scenarios and all, then even if you know the configuration steps also, there is no use of those things, right? So here, these are the invoice number 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in my several sessions, I have already repeated, guys, always try to understand the logic, right? In the sense, first of all, why to do, and then how to do. If you know why to do, then only you are going to become a good consultant. To learn how to do, you're having multiple configuration documents. Once you become a consultant, even in every organizations, they're having configuration documents in there somewhere, like shared drive will be there, where like you guys are going to get the access and all. So multiple configuration documents are there, but logic means those documents are not going to explain you the logic, right? You'll be having all the procedure, like how to set up master data, how to set up, like let's suppose how to configure Dunning, how to configure automatic payment program. But logic is not going to be explained by those documents. That is going to be explained by somebody, whoever is like senior in the team. If you have any doubt, you can ask to that person, the senior, and he is going to, or she is going to explain the logic, right? So now here, and likewise, if you're going to join any classes, and also it's your faculty who is going to explain, if really they have explained, then only, or else if these people are also going to follow just a configurations only, then nothing is going to happen. It's better to watch the YouTube videos instead of joining such kind of classes. That's my recommendations. Anyway, so now here we are talking about Dunning. So now, so this is the invoice. So now let's suppose if the grace date is not there, in that case, these two, invoice number 1 and 2, these two are going to be selected, right? So what is happening? Of course, the grace days will be there in every organizations, or else like whatever invoice become due today, if system is going to select that one also, customer is going to be angry that you should allow us some time. You should give us some time to make payment. So this grace day is there. So in that case, what is happening, guys? The status is going to be changed, and status means only. So this 5 days is going to be added. This 5 days is going to be added. Now what is happening, guys? Then the due date is going to be different. So 21 plus 5, 26, 08. So now this is going to be, so on, like if you run this dunning on this date or after this date, then system is going to select this line, in the sense this invoice is going to be selected, and this is going to be due after 5 days. It means, like, let's suppose 31 and plus 5. Oh, so how many, guys? So I think 5th, right? So 05/08/2020, right? So now what is happening, guys? And this is going to be, so 10 plus 5, it is 15/09/2020. Now the new status is, this is the new status. It means if the 5 days we are going to add here, if the 5 days is going to be added, then what is happening? I'll just do one thing. I'll cut it and I'll keep it here. So if the 5 days we are going to add, then the status, a new status is going to be, this is your new status, right? In the sense, like new, we can say a due date. New, like due date in the sense, like on 26th or after 26th, this line item is going to be included, right? So in that case, what is happening, guys? So even, like, let's suppose if I'm going to, so if I'm going to run this dunning today on this 31/08/2020, now you just try to understand this one. Okay, if I'm going to run a dunning program today, then what will happen, right? Now I'll bring a little bit here onwards. Okay, so today, it means on this date, today, in the sense, like I'll keep this date here. Okay, now on this date we are going to run. So this is going to be selected. This is going to be selected. This should not be selected. Why? Because it is going to be selected on or after 5th. So not selected, and this is also not going to be selected, because anyway this is a future date and this is also future date. But for this, this invoice, what is happening, guys? For this invoice, so later number 1, we can say, like, this is selected means the first reminder is going to be sent, and for this one 0 reminder, because if it is not going to be selected, then what is happening, guys? Here the letter number 1 is going to be generated, right? I'll just do one thing, keep this here itself. Okay, and create this. So now here what is happening, guys? So on this date, if we are going to run this, then only one invoice is supposed to be selected, and the first reminder is going to be generated for this invoice, right? And for these, there should not be any reminder letter, because still it is not eligible to send a reminder letter to the customer. And then after, what is happening, guys? Then once you are going to run the next, then we'll see how many invoices are eligible for this. So one by one we are going to have it, right? Now, so I will just do one thing, guys. Here, let me check whether it is, so it's gone. Now I'll have to log in once again. So ID, password, so here, first of all, FB 70, and we'll do one thing. So how the invoices are going to be due, guys? Invoices are going to be due based on the terms of payment terms, right? If you have, like, So in previous session, this is already covered. There is a topic called terms of payment. So with the help of terms of payment, that terms of payment is going to be used in case of customer vendor both, right? Since I have already covered in the account payable segment. So the way it is going to be used for vendor, in the same way it is going to be used for customer also. But for customer master, if you are able to remember, or else you just do one thing, XD02. So here, go to your customer. What is the customer number? This is the customer number. In customer number, what I have given? I have given a different terms of payment that is called 0001. Why I have given 0001? If you have a look on this 0001, it means 0001 says that invoices are going to be due immediately. If I have received an invoice today, in the sense if I'm going to post an invoice today itself it is going to be due. So why I have assigned this 0001? Because the testings are going to be quite easy. Testings are going to be quite easy. If you want to use 30 days, 15 days, 10 days terms of payment, you can create and you can make your testing. Okay. So here 0001 means like what is happening. So if you're going to post an invoice today on this date, then it is going to be due today itself. And this is, let's suppose on this date, then it is going to be due on that particular date itself. This is what the logic. So I'll just do one thing, guys. Since 3 invoice I have to post, so just go to FP70 and here give your customer number. And again, first of all, so I'm going to post one invoice worth of 4,000. And what is the due date, guys? So it is supposed to be due on 21st. It means in the same date, if I'm going to post, then only it is going to be due on that particular date, because we are using a terms of payment 0001. And as per 0001, the invoices are going to be due on same date itself. So if you have to make this invoice as a due on this 21st of August, then you have to post this invoice on that particular date itself. So here also document date, posting date, both I'm going to give the same date. Now here amount 4,000, and then here we are having GL account as well. So GL account 3,000, and then we are having again this, press enter. If you want to see the entries and all, you can click on simulate, or else you can save it directly. So the first invoice we have posted, and this is going to be due on 21st. Now the second invoice is going to be due today, so it is going to be posted in today's date and worth of 6,000. So again here we are going to give the customer number and give the date worth of 6,000, right? And give your GL account and here 6,000. Save it. So the second invoice also got posted. Now the third invoice we have to post, and this is going to be due in future. So first of all, give your customer and post in future date. And for this one, there is some prerequisites. What prerequisites, guys? So if you are able to remember, in previous session, I might have told you that open your posting period for whole year. In this is one financial year. Why? Because such kind of testing will take place, guys, where you need to, sometime you need to post invoices in previous date, sometime you need to post invoices in future date, because we have to perform multiple different kind of testing is going to be performed, and then only you guys will be able to understand the exact functionality of that particular topic, right? So every time if you open your posting period for a single period itself, then system will not allow you to post your transactions in the past and future date, right? So that is why I say like open the period for whole 12 month from 1 to 12. Okay, how to open the period is already covered in posting period variant segment under basic settings. Under basic setting in posting period variant, you watch that video, you'll be able to understand and you will come to know. Now here, so this time, how much amount, guys? I think this time 3,000. So 3,000 I'm going to post here. And again, look at here, GL number is also 3,000 itself. Don't be confused. This 3,000 is amount and this 3,000 is GL account. If you press enter, look at here in short text, you will be getting that is a future. Since the invoice is getting posted in future date, That is why system is going to throw a warning message. Warning message. Why? Because system is saying that period 05 adjusted. Why period 05 adjusted, guys? Because now we are posting this transaction in future date. So right now what is happening, guys? As per, since we are using non-calendar year, so if you use non-calendar year, and that too we are using, let's suppose April to March. So as per April to March, the current period, in the sense like current month, that is August. So April is the first period, April, then May 2nd, June 3rd, July 4th, and August is the fifth period. So right now fifth period is there. But since I'm posting this in what is a future date, so 09 is what, guys? This is the sixth period. So that is going to be adjusted. So for that, system is showing you a warning message. Yellow color message always is a warning message. And how to avoid such kind of messages? You have to press enter twice and thrice. So now system has accepted this. So this 3000 is your Jira account, and look at here, the short text is also appearing. Just post it. Now I will go to FBL5N. And here, execute. And look at here. So we are having only two items which is appearing, right? Now the question is, where is the third item? Why it is not appearing? Because see here, if you are going to open this, if you're going to see here, look at here, open item, and that too, the item which is posted till this date. It means current date only is going to appear. So the invoice which is posted in future date, generally in real time, future date posting is not allowed, and future date is not permissible over there, right? For testing purposes, of course, we can do it, but real time, what is happening, guys? User will not be able to post the transactions in future date. Of course, in past date they can post, but for that also they need to take permission from whoever the manager or TL is there, some senior authority will be there. So they should take permission from those people. Why and how to take the permission? So permission means like they'll drop a mail, because the current period only is open, right? So if they have to post a transactions belong to the previous month, then previous period is supposed to be open. So everybody will not be having access or authorizations of open and close period. I'm talking about OB52 transaction code, right? So everybody will not be having authorizations. Very few people will have authorization, and that will, let's suppose, managers, tier, or sometimes it is given to the consultant itself. So they have to drop a mail, and then managers are going to open the period, or its consultant will open the period, and then they will be able to post the transactions. Now here, this transaction, one transaction I have posted in future date. So how you will see, you better to click on all items. So look at here, we have not given any restrictions in terms of date. So even the invoice which is posted in future date also is going to appear. Now look at here, all the cleared item is also going to appear, and then here all the open items are also. So look at here, guys, the status, in the sense like document status. This is what the document status. Okay. Now first one is overdue, second one is due, and third one is not due. So here, instead of document date, better to bring the due date, right? Even document date is also document date. If you are going to bring the due date also will be the same date, guys, because on the same date it is going to be due, right? So now it is. So here, because in document date you have given the 21st, and it is going to be due on 21st itself. So now 21st/08 is the previous date, so it become overdue, right? Because today is 31st, so already 10 days crossed. Now this is today's date, so that is why it is due, and this is a future date, in the sense like it is going to be due on 10th of this one. So it is not due. It is going to be due on which date? This date, 10th, and on 11th it is going to be overdue, right? Now, so if we run this Dunning program right now, only one invoice supposed to be selected. Remaining two is not going to be selected, right? This one is going to be selected, this one is not going to, sorry, remaining two is not going to be selected. So why not to run this Dunning program and check it that And even apart from this, the penalty is also going to be calculated, guys. For first level, let's suppose 50, second 100, and third level 200. This is what the amount we have specified in terms of penalty, right? So that is also going to be calculated. Now here we'll do one thing. So you just do one thing. How to run this Dunning, what is it, program, guys? So Dunning program is going to be run. Okay, so Dunning program is going to be run F150 and press enter. So here it is just like, look at here the screen, guys. It is quite similar to automatic payment program. The screen, right? There also run date and identification code was there. Here also we are having like run date and identification code. Apart from this, status, parameter, free selections. The similar use is there, right? The similar use is there. Now, so run on which date it is going to run, guys? So today itself we are going to run it. This is our company code, right? I think, okay, battery is getting low. Just wait for a second, guys. Missus, just wait for a second. Now hope everything is fine. So here, TM00, I'm going to give A. A 6-digit code can be given. So 6-digit is the maximum one, right? Maximum 6-digit code. The code length will be 6-digit, or is minimum 1 digit also can be there. And it could be numeric, alphanumeric, or alphabetic, anything can be given, right? And if you talk about whenever you are going to, so, and this both combination must be unique. Let's suppose on tomorrow, in the sense 1st of September, if you are going to run. So here what is happening, 1st September you can give 1st September in the sense 01/09/2020. And even if you give the same identification code, so what about the system? Is it going to be acceptable? Yes, it is going to be acceptable. Why? Because I told you that both together supposed to be unique combination. So this code I have used earlier also for this 31st, and later on like on 1st of September, if you are going to run on that date also, if you want to use this code, then can be used easily. Why? Because this is a different combination, and again the first, because your run date is different, and 1st of September means again the run date is going to be changed. So both combination are unique, right? Now you just do one thing. Right now no parameter maintained. You click on parameter. Now we are going to maintain the parameter. So Dunning date. Dunning date, of course, on which date it is going to be run. So that date is going to be entered. And then document posted up to. So guys, here now if you talk about how many like system is going to search, like, okay, which one, which like what do you say, documents are going to be, right? So whatever document is posted till this date, system supposed to search in those documents only, right? So we have posted one document in future date. So do we need to give a future date here, guys? So generally in real time, what is happening, since none of the transactions are going to be posted, none of the transactions are going to be posted in future date. So future date is not going to be given in real time. Here for our testing, I have posted in transactions in future date. So even if you're going to give a future date also like 15th of September, in that case also, what is happening, guys, anyway system is not going to consider this one. Why? Because this is not eligible, right? So what is advisable, guys? Always people are going to give the current date. Current date means Dunning run date means today itself we are running. So today's date we have to give, and document posted up to. So here also we are going to give today's date itself. It means we are saying system that you just do one thing, you find out all the overdue items, right, among the all transactions which is posted till today. This is what the logic, okay? Or else if you are going to give a different date, like let's suppose 010, if you're going to give 0108, it means we are saying that you find out all the overdue item among the all document which was posted till this date, right? Whichever documents was posted after 1st of August supposed to be ignored. So this is what the criteria. So here I'm going to give 31st. What is your company code, guys? The company code is supposed to be given here. If you want to select multiple company code, also possible. At a time, you can run for multiple company code also. Now here customer number. So guys, generally what happens, like let's suppose in organizations, since they are going to run for all customer at a time, it is going to be. So in that case, what will happen, guys? In that case, here you have to give 0, and then here we are going to give ZZ. Date, it means all the customers are going to be selected. Okay, if you want to give, like if you have, like let's suppose you are having a limited number of customers, for few customers only you have to run. Let's suppose I'm going to run this for 100 232 now. So let's suppose these are the customers. Okay, they are the customer for these many customers only. So in that case, simply the customer number is already here on Excel sheet. You just copy, and then what to do, guys? Then here you need to click on multiple selections. Look at here. So here you need to do one thing. Here we are going to click on upload from clipboard. So whatever we have copied, look at here, it got pasted here, right? And if you want to delete, now it is deleted. So since we are having a single customer, guys, so whether you want to give that customer number or you give 0 to ZZZ, in all cases what is happening, system is going to select that particular customer itself, because we are having this customer 100232, right? So customer number I'm going to give. What is the use of this free selections, guys? Free selection is going to be used in terms of inclusion and exclusion. In the sense, if you have to include something and if you have to exclude something, in that case free selection is going to be used. Like let's suppose I have multiple invoices for a particular customer, and in that, like there is one invoice which is already overdue by a margin of 30 days, but this is like disputed invoice. Still certain clarification is going on with the customer, and customer said that you just wait for some time. Once our doubt is going to be clarified, immediately we are going to release the payment. So for that invoice, we are not supposed to send any reminder letter to the customer, because customer already admitted that there is some dispute which we are going to discuss with your account receivable team, help this team, and it is going to be solved soon. So in that case, what is happening, guys? That customer number can be excluded here. So this is what the use of free selection, guys. Later on, I'm going to I have to record a separate tutorial for automatic payment program. There I'll explain in details what is the use of this free selection tab, because in APP also you'll be having this free selection tab, guys. Multiple uses are there. So whatever things I'm going to explain for automatic payment program, the same thing is applicable here on this dunning also, or else like in future again, like because this time since you guys are beginner, you guys are freshers, right? So whatever I'm covering here, that is, it's okay, it's more than enough, but still like at advanced a separate tutorial will be recorded for that. Okay, in future, like I'll record it whenever I'm going to get the time. So in that I'll try to quote some example for this free selections. So this is pretty simple, guys. We'll explain it, don't worry. Now here, so here you just do one thing. So ignore this free selections. Simply you can click on additional log, and here once again you have to give the customer number 232, I think 232, and then save it. Control S. We need to save the parameter. Once you save the parameter, click on status. Look at here, parameter was maintained. Earlier a different message was there. Parameter was not maintained. So first of all, you have to click on schedule. So here, click here and click on start immediately checkbox, and then schedule, execute this dunning program. So look at here, system is saying that 0 notice is generated, out of which 0 are to be sent, press enter. So look at here, once you press enter, one notice got generated, right? Why one notice got generated? If you are able to remember, I told you that only one line into is going to be selected here, right? And since a single customer is there, that is why one notice is got generated. So I'll just do one thing, guys. Now, so first of all, we have to take sample printout. Sample printout means I want to see that for this customer we are having 3 invoices. Out of which, out of 3 invoices, how many invoices got selected? So how you'll come to know? Click on sample printout, guys, and then here you just need to click on display, and then let's see here on display. Yes, look at here, guys. Now the first dunning notice, is getting generated for this is the customer which is like, see, the thing is like, this is the standard which we have assigned, right? Standard form which we have assigned. Generally what will happen, the form is going to be developed by your technical consultant, your ABAP consultant, and as per, so that form is going to be quite different, guys. Here the logo and everything will appear, the contact details and everything will appear. Now here, so look at here, certain fixed text is also appearing, right? Dear sir, madam, invoice number so and so is already. So now look at here, it become due. So first of all, invoice number is there, date, on which date it become due, that is, and then here now this 4,000, what is the invoice amount, that is, and it become due. Okay, it was posted on this date and it become due on due date. In real time, what will happen? It was going to be posted on, let's suppose, 11th of 8th, and after 10 days or after 30 days, 30 days means the date supposed to be 21st of 07, then it is going to be due after 30 days, it is going to be due on this date, right? Since we are using terms of payment 0001, it means it got posted on this date, and even it become due on also due, it become due also on same date itself, right? Then apart from this arrear, right? So this arrear, what is the logic behind this arrear, guys? Now just wait for a second, guys, wait for a second.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys, so now once again I pause this recording so that there won't be any kind of gap in between. So because server related issues was there, people started calling. Now here, so and in online server, guys, sometimes server become down also due to might be some issues and all. So even if you're using any online server and all, you also might face such kind of problem. But this is a temporary, what to say, this one only might be for half an hour. It is going to be there, and again it is going to be resolved. Now, so in that case, like let's suppose if connectivity issues, if you guys are going to get, then whoever the server owner is there, from wherever you have taken this access, you need to just drop a mail, or else you can, if you're, or else you can send a WhatsApp message, and the people are going to rectify it as soon as possible. Now, so here we are talking about this dunning. So look at here, guys. Now, so since we are using the what to say terms of payment, that is 0001, so on the same date it become due. And now here arrear means what? Days in arrear means, in the sense, like look at here, this is so 10 days. So it means here what is happening, guys, this 10 days means what? This is going to be like this invoice become overdue by a margin of 10 days, right? So if it is like, if I'm going to run this dunning program day after tomorrow, then here it is going to be 12 days, right? Here it is going to be 12 days. So now what is happening, guys? What is this arrear? Arrear means, or days in arrear, we can say days in arrear also. So now what is this arrear here, guys? Arrear means the difference between, if you're going to search the definitions on Google, it's going to give you a quite different meaning, guys. Look at here, practically you guys can see here. So arrear means here what is happening, the difference, the gap between what? Due date and current date. Current date is 31st, and look at here, it become due on 21st. So 31st minus 21st, 21, 31 minus 21, right? And here the calculation is there, nothing else apart from this. If you're going to see the Google definitions and all, it is going to confuse you totally. And you there are multiple people I have seen, like simply they're going to read out those definition itself. But the question is how much you are able to understand, that matters. If you're not able to understand, then those definitions are not useful, right? So here now, so days in arrear means this is what the gap, it's a difference between the current date, in the sense dunning run date, and the due date. And look at here, this is the first reminder. This is the first reminder. So here, this is, you can say like D means what? Dunning reminder number 1. Apart from this dunning charges, penalty is also, charges is also applicable 50. So this is what, like total, how much? 4050. But what is the original invoice, guys? Original amount is 4000 itself. This is what is appearing here, right? Now, and only one invoice got selected. So this is called, so on this date, we have run the dunning program. Now what will happen, guys? If I'm going to run this same dunning program, so this is run on 31st, right? If I'm going to run after 10 days, let's suppose on which date, guys? So after 10 days means like, on any date after 10 days means like, let's suppose I'm going to run on 08, okay? On 08, 09, 2000. On this date, if I'm going to run, just assume that on this date, if I'm going to run, then what will happen, guys? Right? Or else not on this date, better to run on a different date. Okay, so sorry guys, the voice was I think some issues was there. So now here with the voice, now here, so on this date, I'll just do one thing, better to run on like here. So on which date? So run on 11th 08 2020. Okay, 11th 08 2020. On this date, if we are going to run, then what will happen? Okay.
This conference will now be recorded.
Extremely sorry, guys. One second, there was some problem. So now the connectivity is gone. So I'll just do one thing. I'll log in again. But anyway, dunning letter is already generated here, right? So let me log in. Now, so as I told you, let me log in first and then I'll explain. So here, F150, right? So F150, and this is the date which we have given, and this is the identification code. If you press enter, then look at here, sample printout that is already shown you, right? That only this is the first reminder, right? And only one invoice got selected here. Why? Because this is what only is eligible. Now, if I'm going to run this again, so if I'm going to run on this date, then what will happen, guys? On this date, so 31st, and then this is 11th. So now here what is happening? So on 11th, what is happening, guys? This is going to be like, for this is eligible to send the first reminder, right? And this is not eligible because it is going to be eligible on 15th, right? So for this one 0, and for this one first reminder. And here, since 10 days already we have crossed, it means like 10 days back we have sent the first reminder, so this is eligible for second reminder, right? So if we are going to run this dunning program on this date, then the invoice number for invoice number 4000, sorry, invoice number 1, second reminder letter supposed to be generated. For invoice number 2, first reminder letter supposed to be generated, and invoice number 3, no reminder letter supposed to be generated. Why? Because already this is the criteria, right? 50th it is going to be included on this date if you are going after this date, if you are going to run this dunning. So now here, okay, I'll just do one thing, guys. Now, so if you are going to run a dunning program on next day, right? So this is going to be included by system only if you take the printout. In the sense, first of all, you have to take the printout. This is how, like, what is happening, guys. A complete run is going to be treated by system. Okay, if you don't take the printout, it means system is assumed that we have not sent the reminder to the customer. Simply you have run this dunning program, that's it. So a complete run means you must have to go for click on print. Okay, now here, so look at here, the print was. So now then how to take the print out, guys, that I'll show you, don't worry. Let me complete this, what is it, this one, complete for printout and all. You have to go to SP02 is the transaction code, and from there you can take the printout. Okay, I'll just show here itself, SP02, and here, look at here. So now what is happening, this is what the letter. Okay, so the printer is going to be, printer will be linked, and the what is a printout can be generated. The printout is going to be generated, and that is going to be sent to the customer. Now here, come back. Okay, so once again F150, and here, so now we are going to run again a dunning program on which date, on this date. So if you want to keep the code, same code here, you can keep the same code, sorry, same date, you can keep the same code, but the date is changed. So once again this become unique combinations, and if you press enter, now nothing is there. So once again we are going to maintain the parameter, and we are going to give this like running date, on this date it is going to run, right? And document posted up to this date itself, we can give your company code and give your customer number, and then additional log here also you give the customer number and save it, Control S. So now here, click on schedule, again start immediately, and here press enter. So now what is happening, guys, there is some issues. Click on sample printout, and let me check why 0 got generated. 0 got generated, right? So 1108, okay, no, I think I have made a mistake, guys. Sorry, so it was not supposed to be on 1108, right? It was supposed to be 1109. So this is what the mistake. Now here you just do one thing, click on dunning, delete dunning run. So here the proposal is going to be deleted. Now instead of this 08, I'm going to give 09. It was supposed to be run on this date, right? Because 08 means none of the invoices are there. Now here, click on parameter, and then 09 I was supposed to give. So because on 08, nothing was there, right? 1108, right? So 1108 means what, guys? Now here 1108 means it was supposed to be 1109. Actually, I have made a mistake. So now here 1108 means nothing was there, right? None of the invoices, because the invoice itself we have posted, and that too after 21st. It is like on 21st, right? So now here, that is why system was not selected anything here. Now here, once again, you have to give the customer number, and you can additional log here, just give and save it. Okay. Schedule. Now look at here, 2 dunning notice got generated, right? 2 dunning notice got generated. If you check here sample printout and click on display, so look at here, this is the first dunning notice, and for which one? That first dunning notice, this is 6,000, right? So as I told you, for this one, first reminder for 6,000, and for this one, second reminder for 4,000, the invoice number 1, in the sense like for this 4,000 amount, second reminder, right? So for this one, penalty will be 50 rupees, or whatever your currency is there, 50 USD or INR, whatever it is, or AUD or whatever other currencies. And here, for this one, second reminder means we have already kept 100 as a penalty, right? So now here, look at here, the first letter. This is the first letter. So 6,000, and it is, and these things already I have explained, guys. This is the first reminder, and if you click on back button, then you will be having second reminder also. Look at here, this is what the second reminder. This is the second. Look at here, second running notice, and have a look here, guys. The text got changed, right? For second reminder, different text is there, and you look at here, this is like second reminder, and days in arrear means like again system is going to count the gap between like current run and whatever like due date is there. So in between whatever the interval is there, that is going to be counted in the form of arrear. Now here 100 is your penalty, so total 4,100, out of which what is happening, guys, 4,000 is the original invoice amount, right? And second running notice got generated, and if you click on back button, it will come back, right? So likewise, what is happening, guys, now if I'm going to run, so here if I'm going to run again on, say for example 22nd, 23rd, okay, let's suppose 22nd 09/2020, if I'm going to run on this date, then what will happen, guys? Then so now this is for this one, first reminder will be generated, and since the 10 days gap is there from between this date and this date, so first reminder already we have said, for this one system is going to generate second reminder, and for this one again 10 days gap is there, so for this one third reminder is going to be generated, right? And how system will come to know that first reminder for this line item, first reminder is already like this time if you are going to run, so how system will come to know that first reminder is already sent, second reminder is already sent, line item wise, that to line item wise. So of course, see, the thing is, so now I'll just do one thing. First of all, it's still we have like, this is like it is not the complete run, right? Complete run is going to be considered only if you click on running printout. Before that, I will just do one thing now. So if you go to FBL5N, okay, here, and you give your customer number, and if you click on execute, or else even if you click on all item also, then all three invoices. Now for this one, first reminder we have already sent, and for these two no reminder is sent. Why? Because the first is only we have executed completely. So if you double click on 4,000, then what is happening, guys? Look at here, the last dunning on which date? This date. And how many reminder? Only first reminder got generated, right? And once I do one thing now, and for remaining whatever the remaining amounts are there, for this one there is no reminder, okay, no dunning, right? For this one also there is no dunning. For this one also, this is also not selected. Now in the second run, what is happening, guys? Second invoice also got selected. So once you take the printout, once you click on printout here, then what is happening? This is a complete run. Press enter. It's a complete run. Now second reminder, it means now what is happening, guys? So for this one, second reminder got generated. If you double click here, for this one, look at here, second reminder got generated, and on which date we have run? On so and so date we have run. And now the second line item, again the first reminder got generated. So here for second line item, the first reminder is there. I'll tell you guys now, multiple people, you all, like whoever is watching this video tutorial, there might be chances that you have taken the training from somewhere, or else like might be planning to take the training from somewhere. You go wherever you want, but the thing is, like most of the people are just covering the configuration parts and all, right? So these things you have to do analysis at this level. If you're taking training from somewhere, you ask the logical question from your faculty, isn't it? So, and multiple things are there, multiple questions are there. If I do this, then what will happen? If I don't do this, then what will happen? What is the impact? Where is the impact? This is how it's going to be, it's going to good for your upcoming career and all. Now here, the only problem is this is a pre-recorded session, in the sense I'm recording and I'm loading on this Udemy, and again Udemy is the honor for these all things, isn't it? Like simply we have uploaded this video on Udemy. Now Udemy you guys are going to buy it from Udemy. So Udemy become owner. In that case, like if you are having any query also, pre-recorded video means you cannot ask from people, right? So wherever you are going to take the classes and all, you ask from your faculty, try to ask more and more questions, right? So now here, for this one, first reminder got generated. Now, and for third, there is no reminder. Okay, so if you are going to run on this date, then what will happen, guys? Then for this invoice, third reminder is going to be generated. For this one, second reminder is going to be generated, and for this one, first reminder is going to be generated. Likewise, even if you're having several thousands of invoices, for every invoices, what is happening, the same treatment will be there. At invoice level, system is going to update that for this invoice, already second reminder we have sent, right? And for what about the third reminder, guys? So between second reminder and third reminder, there should be a gap of 10 days. So how SAP will come to know that 10 days from which date it is going to be calculated, guys? So look at here, 10 days from which date? So even the last run date is also updated here. That since it is run, it has already run on this date. So 10 days means plus 10 here, like 11th and plus 10. So everything is recorded here because system is not having any brain and all, right? System is going to work based on the logic. So here it is already updated, last run date is already updated. Now if there is a 10 days gap, then what is happening, guys? Third letter is going to be generated because second is already generated here and this is already updated here, right? So based on this, system is going to work out. Okay, so now if you have to generate the third, if you want to run the third reminder and all, then what is happening? First of all, second we have already run, you must have to execute that printout and all. First of all, you have to go for this printout executions and all. Then once you click on this printout executions, then only what is happening, guys, a complete run is going to be treated by system, and then you can run for this state. So this is a kind of assignment for you guys. Okay, if you're doing the practice, you also give a date in this way itself, the way I have kept, right? First, second, and third. So this time now you guys has to perform testing, and you just check it here that whether the third reminder got generated or not. Of course, it is going to be generated unless you, because I know that you are freshers, you guys are beginner. There might be a chances that somewhere you have made the silly mistakes and all, but don't leave it up unless you execute it successfully. If the letter is not getting generated, then what is happening, guys? Somewhere we have made a mistake, right? So try to find out that mistake, and if you're able to find out that mistake and all, this is how your like what do you say, confidence level is going to increase, because you are doing practice alone and here no one is there to help you out, right? You can ask the query only if you are going to take some live classes, faculty is there. If you found some difficulties and all, next class you are going to join, you can ask the questions, right? Even in my live classes also, like multiple candidates are there, they are doing practice there. What do you say, whenever they are facing the issues and all, immediately they are going to post these things in the group, right? So now in next session, whenever I'm going to conduct the next session, then first of all these doubts are going to be clarified, that okay, what mistake you have done, that is going to be seen, and then I'm going to. But here in this classes, anyway, saying this doesn't mean that I'm promoting my classes, guys. Here, like, you guys are watching this video on this Udemy platform, right? So here still I'm trying to explain in the simplest way so that the very less number of queries will be there. Very less number of queries will be there, right? And all the example whichever I'm quoting, I'm very simple example I'm trying to quote from my side. And again, I don't like how which you're understanding that. I'll come to know only if you guys are going to provide your comments and all, your feedbacks and all. And of course, this is really encouraging and all. I've seen like certain feedbacks I've been giving with people, that is quite encouraging. And this is how like even you people also become inspired that okay, let me add some more things. Okay, so I'm expecting, and I'm waiting for the comments from remaining people also. So guys, now here, this is an assignment for you. You have to run the third letter supposed to be generated, how the third letter is going to looks like and all that you'll come to know only if you are going to run this running program again on this particular date. This particular date doesn't mean that on this particular date itself you have to run, guys. Likewise, you can, like, if your current date is a different date, right? Your current date, because you're watching this video on a different date, so your current date is going to be different date. So here, and then again you just add not 10 days, add 11 days or 12 days, and in this one also, again here also add 11 days and 12 days, and this is how you can. So this is the, like, let's suppose you're watching this video in December. So what is happening, guys, here on a particular date, so 28/12/2020, right? And here it is going to be, so add 11 days or 12 days here. So let's suppose next run is going to be on 2nd 01/2021, right? And then again, like, this is going to be 12th or 13th 01/2000, like that. You can give a date and then you can run, okay, and then you can perform this testing. Okay, so that's all, guys, that's all in this session.